Music! We all like it, for the most part. Mountains. Pretty big fans of mountains. We like them.
For the most part.
Climbed them all.
Faces, we like them a lot. Whether today on today's episode of Wasted Opinions, we are going to give you, the fans, our 4 albums, musically, that would be on our Mount Rushmore.
Heavens to Betsy, my name is CountryBoy.
I'm LewisLightning.
Oh, whoa!
I'm MussKeg.
Whoa, what are you thinking? I'm a level 38 death cap.
Hey, look who it is. It's the porno guy.
So enjoy it, don't get it off. Let's just agree with all each other's picks, and we like each other.
Okay, thanks everybody for joining us. Again, we're going to be talking about some music today. Something we don't do too often on Wasted Opinion, given our typical conversations.
It's hard to do visually show music, so maybe that's why. I don't know.
But you know,
do it audibly
it's
on
episodes
YouTube,
like
too.
it's episodes like this that introduce us to the Leland Sklar's of the world.
True,
So,
true.
so anyways, we're
introduction
going to be
is
talking
necessary.
again. We're talking about our music, kind of inspired by Letterboxd as well. But I've been seeing lots of interviews going around on podcasts where people do their Mount Rushmores, or Letterboxd has a top 4. Everybody always struggles to do it, and I like that. So today with me, some new guests in the middle.
Guaranteed to blow your mind. I'm LewisLightning.
All the time.
Dynamite with a laser beam.
Oh, yeah. And that whammy bar. I'm CountryBoy.
And I am your master, MussKeg.
Bader.
So they did
I got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so I think the best way to do this one is to each do our 4 at a time.
Okay.
That way we can, and we're going to talk about why we have those ones on there, maybe some standout songs that stick up for us, and yeah. So I'm going to pick at random, flipping a coin, a loonie, the symbol of Canada.
There's 3 of us, though. How do you do?
I lost it. It's in the couch.
Craig goes first.
Craig goes first. He lost it.
Yeah.
Lost the coin.
Okay, all right. Well, anyways, so
We didn't do our shots, by the way.
oh yeah, we gotta do our shots. Sorry,
Just don't want to forget it, you know. That's
too
this is
busy,
classic.
too excited to flip a coin.
It's banana and flavor the Banana Boat song.
That was delicious.
Bananas.
You don't even need anything after that.
That is so good. I know.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start. There's a bit of a theme to mine. They're obviously my favorite albums. Some of them have special meanings to me or whatever, but there's one album that I'll always say is probably my favorite album of all time. So it gets the George Washington spot on my Mount Rushmore. And it's from my favorite band of all time, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. The album is Californication. It was the album that kind of really pulled me into the Chili Peppers. It was around 99 time frame, so I was just starting to hit puberty. Chili Pepper songs were
Just starting to fuzz on the...
Just starting to find my
fuzz on the
pubes.
nads, and Chili Peppers were all about like sex and rock
Magic
in their
and-
stories, and blood and sugar and so
And when you were 13, that's all you were
you know,
doing.
you'd
is
be
slaying.
listening to a song about finger paint is not my sin. Yeah. But yeah, so that album is wonderful. I love the album art on it, the reverse California like orange sky.
I
in
didn't
the
even take it
pool.
to album covers.
Well,
like-
no, but I'm just talking about some of the things. Like if you look at it on the cover, the pool is filled with what would be like the California sky, and the sky is filled with like water from the pool or the ocean, etc. So, and you know, there are other Chili Peppers ones that have a lot more songs on it, like Stadium Arcadium. But this one has a special spot to me, again, because it kind of brought me in. And it's got my favorite Chili Pepper song of all time that I'll mention. Track 4, Other Side. It's also got some other ones that aren't as famous, popular, but easily Around the World is a banger. It's always they always tend to start out their shows with that one. So that's probably the George Washington one for me for lots of different reasons. In second spot, and granted, we're probably not going to be able to talk too much about some of these things because
I love
very
Chili Peppers.
oh yeah, of course, I know you do too. But this one,
So does he.
But this one, I know. But this one's not going to be that case because it's City in Color.
Dallas Green.
The album "Bring Me Your Love," his sophomore album from it, I believe. I can listen to that album from beginning to end. Easily from a beginning to end album, one of my favorites.
Is Save Your Scissors on there?
No, that was from like his first one.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called Somewhere or something. But it's got like it has Sleeping Sickness, the one that he did with Gord Downey. Oh, I thought maybe you knew because of that.
I don't.
Anyways, some of the tracks that stick out on that one are Waiting, Sleeping Sickness with Gord Downey, Bring Me Your Light. But I listen to that album from beginning to end, and I love it. It's also great for
making love.
For junior taxes.
As long as your lady friend is also into that kind of music.
You know, you start with the Chili Peppers to get things really hot and heavy, and then you go to
Dream of Californication.
Yeah, because you know, we can all last for 2 albums back to back.
He does have a soft, higher voice. You know, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's in the would be the Thomas Jefferson spot, and now we're gonna go into the Theodore Roosevelt in there. A band called Tool. Lots of great albums, but my favorite is Lateralis. It came out in like 2000, I think. Tool albums are fantastic in the sense that they flow really well from beginning to end. The first real Tool song I really heard and knew was Schism, which is on this album. It's one of my favorite Tool songs as well. It's also got Lateralis. Math rock, prog rock, heavy rock, whatever you want to call it. Their musicianship is on display. Danny Carey's the best drummer that's ever done the job. Maynard's singing is both melodic and angry. Justin Chancellor's bass, he really comes into his own. It's a fantastic album from beginning to end, and without a doubt, I'm not even ranking these. That might be my number 2 even comparatively. But and then to fill out the spot in the old Abe Lincoln spot, wait,
who's your Roosevelt?
Roosevelt was
Roosevelt.
Tool, Lateralis.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember saying
that. Honest Abe on the very end there. This is the very first album I ever bought. Back when it cost me, I remember $30 to buy an album, which was like a full shift or like half a shift at A&W at the time, or a full shift after taxes.
Was it like 3 hours you'd work?
$5.90 an hour. Yeah, guy, tax man. Always coming for you.
True.
But it's Metallica was the band that my brother introduced me to that really got me into music. So I gotta have a Metallica album on there. And the very first one I bought is "And Justice for All," the one that has absolutely no bass because they were so pissed that Cliff Burton had died and Jason Newsted was there that they were like, we're gonna haze the shit out of this guy. And if you listen to that album or any song, you can't hear bass at all on it. Some standout tracks on that one for me would be one's obviously the one that's most popular that everybody tends to know the most from that, but the opener Blackened, and I don't like when you do that because I feel like you're making fun of me. I'm just kidding.
I was.
I know.
I don't know.
I know.
What song?
And then Justice for All is great on it. It's a good album. And artwork. Again, I go back to the artwork and going to Tool's artwork is phenomenal on that one. But and Justice for All with the cracking Lady Liberty with money flying out of her scales and everything. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So, or Blind Lady of Justice. Sorry, not Lady Liberty. Blind Lady of Justice.
That makes more sense. Yeah. Just got the
that's my Mount Rushmore. So many other ones that I could have put on there, but I'm happy with that. The 4th spot's always the toughest one, though. All right, who wants to go next?
Sure. Okay. Since you looked at me, both of you. So mine's gonna be a little bit different. Like
you looked at me.
I crossed my eyes when I looked.
You both looked at me that time. So
looking at both our eyes.
I felt it was upon me to do this. So mine's gonna be a little bit different than MussKeg's because I got 2 albums that are straight up just albums from bands, and then I got 1 soundtrack from a movie, and then I got 1 that is a greatest hits. Because you know when I would buy albums, a lot of times it would just be greatest hits. I only want to hear the classics, the ones that you know. So I wouldn't buy a lot of the albums that would get straight to, you know, if they're like touring, and I'm gonna hear all these B tracks that I've never heard before. I didn't do a lot of that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take you back in time to back when I was about 13, 14. I wasn't listening to a lot of country music at this time. It was all classic rock.
Really?
So I'm gonna tell you right now, all 4 of my picks are gonna be classic rock picks.
Wow.
So this was like 13-year-old country boy, 14-year-old country boy.
That shocks me. Actually. I was a country guy from the start.
I'll see what he says first.
Country music was always there, But rock came into my life really hard at one point, and I listened to it really strongly for a few years. And it was basically K97 or K-Rock, local radio station. That I was into that for years. Yeah. So the albums that I like to buy. So one of them, I go AC/DC, one of my favorite bands of all time, and I go Back in Black. Back in Black is one of those albums that every song on there is a banger for me. I love it.
Big Balls.
It's got Hell's Bells. Yeah, it's got Shoot to Thrill, Back in Black, obviously the title album. Shook Me All Night Long, Rock and Roll Like Noise Pollution. So it is an album that I can listen to every single song, and I am into it.
Was that the first one with Angus Young, or not Angus Young? Brian
Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
I couldn't even tell you, man. Okay. I don't know the history of bands.
I think it might have been, but
I have no idea. It might have been Razor's Edge or something.
Maybe.
I don't even know if that's before or not. I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea.
You just know you like it.
I just know this is an album that I was like, damn, every single song is a banger, and I listen to it start to finish pretty much every time I put it on, because I love AC/DC and I love every one of these songs. It encapsulates what I love about that band.
Big balls.
Big balls. I've got big balls. You've got big balls. Yes. And then I'll go to another kind of like 80s vibe album. So we're gonna go Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction.
That's a great pick.
So that is an album that I definitely got right into. It's another one of those albums that I feel like
hits though. That's got like a lot of good.
It's not. This is my greatest hits picks yet.
Oh,
this is still the album albums.
Okay.
This is just an album that had a lot of bangers on it. It's so many songs. Like it's got Welcome to the Jungle, Night Train, Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine. You know, those are some of the best songs you're gonna think of when you think
Brownstone.
Yeah, exactly. These are the songs that you really think of when you think of Guns N' Roses. And I again, it's another album I can listen start to finish. It's not a greatest hits, but it basically plays like a greatest hits album by itself.
Can I just say that Night Train is like such an underratedly good
On the
track.
Night Train,
and
feel my kick.
And Sweet Child of Mine has like one of the best like guitar intros and solos to it. My favorite song played on Guitar Hero 3.
Is it? Oh. It's beautiful.
And great album art too. I remember as a kid I was obsessed with it.
that cross with their heads,
their skulls, and my brother would be like, "That's Axl."
Did you see the insert thing inside?
I think I remember it. Yeah.
It's kind of it's like very like R-rated. It's like almost like a woman.
Yeah, but it's
with
like
her panties down.
Yeah, but you can't really see it because it's like.
Yeah, I think her boobs might be out, but I can't remember. And it was like I think it was a robot or something. Like I don't know.
Maybe my brother didn't show me that.
I don't know if I can show an image of it here because it's pretty risque, but yeah, I just love those are two albums that are not greatest hits. But now I'm moving into the greatest hits because that's where I go. I gotta go. One of my favorites is you might be surprised at this one. It's definitely a left turn when it comes to classic rock, but it's the Beatles.
Oh, the Beatles one.
Beatles one. So it's got like 30 songs on there or something. It's got so many different songs in there. I'll just list off a few. I know it's kind of funny. Like me and Lindsay recently this week we went to Jubilation's Dinner Theater, and it was the Beatles show. It's only because my mom had like won tickets, so we went, and it was great. It was actually fucking awesome.
It's so fucking weird because I was just at Jubilations to see the Roy Orbison one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, but I would have rather gone to see one of the other ones.
Did you get a tattoo of his face in your ass?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Mama don't know. It won't hurt her.
Yeah, exactly. But the Beatles Jubilation show was fantastic, and just like their album one. Like there's a bunch of different albums that have one. Like there's the Elvis one. There's like a Johnny Cash one as well too. But this one was the Beatles one, and they got Help. This is Can't Buy Me Love. They got Yesterday, Hey Jude, Let It Be, All You Need Is Love, Yellow Submarine. So it's got tons of songs. I was literally listening to the whole album again. I was like, I know all these songs.
And that's a great one because, and I love that album too, actually. I remember I had it as well. And one thing I like about it is it educated me on the Beatles on how they changed their sound over time.
They diversified their way.
And it introduced you to other ones that...
It wasn't just like poppy, like chicken.
But like I never heard Eleanor Rigby until I'd heard that album, and that's one of my favorite
Same here.
Beatles songs. First
time I got that album, I was like, Eleanor Rigby, I didn't know this song, and I love Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah.
It's like a dark song.
Yeah. So.
And then my last one, it is an album of a movie that I absolutely love, but it's basically all classic music. So that's why I love this album so much. So it's from Forrest Gump. It's
oh yeah.
It's got Elvis. So you got Hound Dog in there. Yeah. It's got Wilson Pickett, Land of a Thousand Dances, Creedence Clearwater Revival. You got Fortunate Son, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Vietnam, you gotta have that.
It's Along the Watchtower. That's the other one too, doesn't it?
That version. I think the version, if they had that in there,
that's
it would
have
been
the Bob Dylan version.
I think it would have. I don't know if it was the Bob Dylan.
Or no, sorry, the Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, I think it was. If it was Jimi Hendrix. I think.
Okay.
I can.
I might just be assuming, but
it's got Aretha Franklin, Respect. It's got The Doors, Break On Through to the Other Side, Simon and Garfunkel, Mrs. Robinson, Bob Seger, Against the Wind, Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama. It's got so many good songs. It's actually a 2-disc album.
I wish
it has so many bangers.
I wish I'd thought about compilations or something like that.
I couldn't help but do that because I didn't have enough.
And I actually didn't. I did think about it. I was like, I don't want to pigeonhole the guys to say no, you can't use that. So.
Like if I went country albums, it would basically just be greatest hits albums if I did country, because I didn't really buy a lot of albums that weren't country. Greatest hits.
I'd throw the Johnny Cash one that came out where he done Hurt was on it by the 90s.
Yeah. There's a few. He does have.
That's what albums
for sure.
Okay, so I guess my turn now. So I'm looking at you. I had a hard time with this one because I don't usually go by albums when I think of songs. I go by the singles. Yeah.
That's
kind of my thing. I wait for a compilation, which I didn't really want to do all compilations here. So like Country Boy, I have 2 albums that aren't compilations or movies. One that is a soundtrack and one that is a compilation.
Okay.
So, and basically my first 3 that I'm going to mention are ones that are solid picks for me. Like these ones are going to stay in my top 4. Pretty sure. Something blows it away. The other one is just kind of is going to cycle in.
Like I was very similar. I had 3 for sure, and then the 4th.
This 4th one, it's here for now. Maybe in like a month or 2, I'll swap it out with something else.
Kind of like what's my favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Okay.
Yeah, you've never settled that one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I don't know. It's always different every week.
Yeah. But easily mine is Tom Petty's American Treasure, which came out posthumously in 2018. Wow. So that one's kind of like, they said this is a bunch of unreleased or like little snippets of stuff that he's had throughout his career that he never kind of made public before. And so a lot of it is like live stuff. Like there's, I think from Live at the Fillmore in 97, there's a version of Won't Back Down, which has become my favorite version of Won't Back Down. Like, really good. There's an American Girl, I can't remember like which year it was, but like it was a live version as well.
With Mary Jane?
No, that's not. But they also have like other stuff on there, like radio bumpers for different things they put in there. And it's, to me, like I think most people would probably say like Full Moon Fever is the quintessential Tom Petty album. Yeah. And I know all the songs.
That's what I was thinking.
I know all the songs and stuff. And to me, finding this about all this unreleased stuff was kind of like going to someone, like someone passes away and you go in their house and you find like a chest of stuff they stored, and you open it up and like finding all this stuff, like this is all this Tom Petty stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite, finding all this side of him that I didn't really know, and all these are things he collected along the way, and now I can experience them. So I really like that one. And like I said, some of these songs become my new favorite, like the Won't Back Down one, Live at the Fillmore.
Well, I was going to ask you, so is that your favorite Tom Petty song, is Won't Back Down?
Oh, well, no.
I know we're talking albums, but I'm just curious because
favorite song,
Wildflowers.
I don't know. I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah, come on, man.
All right, I really like
this. It's Free Falling, Lance Dance, Mary Jane. What's that? You're So Bad.
I guess what I mean to say is, if there was one song that wasn't on there, maybe that you're like, I wish they'd had.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
too questioning.
That's gonna be on there for me. Then next one, I'm gonna go with a Chili Peppers one. Like Tom Petty's my favorite solo artist.
Hey, I'm happy to hear this.
Chili Peppers is my favorite band, and he unfortunately kind of mentioned it. Stadium Arcadium.
But yeah, hey,
come on, Craig. Why do you
Stadium Arcadium is great for volume too.
And like I said, I usually go for singles. So for me, this all just came down to which has the most songs I like the most.
Yeah.
Chili Peppers, I went through all their albums.
Yeah.
So Snow, Hey-O. Danny California, and I can never remember the third one was on there.
Rain Dance Maggie.
Charlie.
I don't think Rain Dance Maggie's on.
No, Rain Dance Maggie's
on. That was one after that.
Yeah, it's not without.
I think it's what came after.
Yeah, is it the Tell Me Baby?
Yeah, I think it's Tell Me Baby. Yeah, Tell Me Baby. Yeah.
So those are like the main. Those are like the main singles that came out.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
So those ones that's you know.
But there's some really good songs on that aren't like I said. Charlie's a great one on that. Yeah.
But yeah, like, and it was so hard to pick because there's other songs I like from other albums.
Yeah.
To narrow it down, I just went basically this is.
I would have loved it. There is a Chili Peppers Greatest Hits that maybe I should pick that. But there'd be a lot of songs left off, and I do like that one. Can I ask you? There's 2 albums on that, Jupiter and Mars.
Jupiter and Mars. I think Jupiter is one I prefer.
The blue one, yeah, the first. That's what I would say as well. Jupiter and Mars. What about you? You know that. You know.
Yeah, you like.
I love Chili Peppers, yeah.
So,
but I don't know what's on that album.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the.
I'll ask you afterwards.
Not very interesting cover art. Like when you start bringing up the cover art.
It is kind of cool.
If I gotta say my favorite Chili Peppers song, I don't think it's on that album. It's Can't Stop, but I don't know if that.
Yeah, that's on by the way.
Yeah, so neither of those albums.
And that was like 2006, I think, is Stadium Arcadian.
2006, yeah.
Which is like just after we graduated, so that was kind of like high school vibes, going into college.
That summer, that came out, and
it was a magical summer.
Magical.
Tool's 10,000 Days came out. I had a girlfriend the first time in my life that summer. Don't do the math. But that was great.
We're all 40 this year.
Yeah. All right, did the math.
And then like my third pick, like I said, this is a solid one, but it is a movie soundtrack, which is a bunch of other like, great songs itself.
Can I guess?
Which I think you probably know, but I don't know if you know which one, because there's...
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, which one?
One.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
One's my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, so many good songs on there. Like, Fool Around and Fell in Love. Mr. Blue Sky's on that one.
Yeah.
On the first, because he was in the second movie.
I thought that was in the, when he's dancing.
Because Groot danced to it in the second movie.
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe I'm getting that confused.
Maybe you're thinking Volume 2.
I do like the first one more.
Okay.
It is definitely the first one. That song, Redbone.
Hey!
Then there's the Pina Colada songs on there. The Pina Colada song. There's a lot of great songs.
Is Free Ride on that one?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it's on either of them.
Oh, it's on the ride, I'll tell you that.
Oh.
There's a Jackson 5 at the end with Groot dancing.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just great. Like, that whole movie's got like... I think it was one of the first movie soundtracks that won like best album.
I love when movies incorporate music as like part of the
dietic. I think they call it.
Right after I saw that movie, I went and I bought that album. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
That's what I did.
I know. I'm joking.
I went and saw that in the common. I saw it. I was like, wow, that's great. I bought my ticket for the next showtime and I had like 30 minutes to kill, so I went to the HMV.
HMV?
We had at the time. Got the album and went and saw the movie.
You also got 2 DVDs for $30, I bet you.
No.
Okay.
That's
a great pick.
My final one, like I said, this is going to kind of switch throughout time. It's a compilation. Right now I'm just obsessed with the very best of Sweet.
Oh,
so
there's a best of?
Very best of.
Oh wow,
that means there's 2.
So they got Little Willie, they got Wig Wham Bam, they got Ballroom Blitz. Papa John, Papa Joe,
Ramones,
Papa Joe.
So I don't know any of these. I don't know.
You don't know Wig Wham Bam?
Fox on the Run.
Maybe I heard it.
I know Fox on the Run.
If I heard it, I know it, but
it was in the trailers for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, so I'm sure I'd recognize it if I heard it.
Wow.
I definitely know a couple of Sweet songs, but not as many as the ones you just mentioned.
They're great.
Can I ask you, were your families listening to like a lot of classic rock growing up?
No, not really.
That's same here. No,
that's interesting.
My dad was kind of like a Beach Boys, maybe some Elton John stuff in there.
Yeah, kind of my dad.
But country. It was mostly country.
My parents were country, basically.
Yeah.
My dad was a little bit of Beach Boys, but mostly he liked Beatles. He had like Leonard Cohen's album. My mom liked Carleen Carpenter. She liked like the Archies, like Sugar Sugar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Dwight Yoakam. That was her thing.
Oh,
too.
Sweet. Crazy little thing called love.
I'll show you like a music video for Sweet. All those guys look like girls. I don't understand.
Well, I gotta admit, I wasn't sure how this album, this episode
was gonna go.
But I actually really appreciated every discussion we've had on it, and I think we talked way more about it than I thought we would. So maybe this is something we can try and do something similar to another time.
I could definitely do like a country version of what I said, but like I said, it'd probably be greatest hits mostly.
I could do a rap version of this.
Awesome. Well,
crisscross.
if you're watching this till the very end, like most of you do, maybe list some of your favorite albums in the comments. Maybe some of your favorite songs from albums that we mentioned, if you really liked them as well. Where can we find everybody to talk more about not this?
About anything that's not music?
Yeah.
You can find me as CountryBoy Niner on YouTube, on Letterboxd, on TikTok, on our CountryBoy _9 as well too. A bunch of different places. You'll find me somewhere. I'm sure you'll find me anywhere. Instagram, all those places.
I am the LewisLightning. That's all one word. You can type that into Twitch. You'll find me on there playing something like fresh and new. Or you can go and type it into YouTube. Again, all one word. You type it in. I got some PS3 era stuff on there. Nothing really musically inclined that I can think of.
And you know what?
What about old movies?
You probably couldn't play it if it was musically inclined either.
If you want some stuff that's got music in it with movies like you were just mentioning.
Yeah, any old movies or things like that?
CountryBoy and I have a channel.
Check out this channel right here. It's called
Mallard Matinee.
Yeah!
We have a bunch of movies like
birds.
Quack, quack.
Quack. Sorry.
movies often have music, so you can check that out.
Like you said, we listed a bunch of movies that have awesome soundtracks, so maybe we'll get to those
scores.
Yeah. Great scores, yeah. Check that channel out.
Okay, and you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, PSN, TikTok as MussKeg. And catch us on our live tour. We're going to go to South Dakota and see the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, special guest.
The Mount Rushmore.
Special guest.
Real.
Leland Sklar.
Let's bring him, yeah. As he plays the bass, right? He's playing bass player.
Yeah, he's a studio bassist.
Well, I'm trying to think of a Chili Pepper song to end this, but I guess we just can't stop.
I was going to say, can't stop.
That's the best one.
No, I mean down, this side down.
Oh, you think so?
I
yeah, a
think
little bit. Okay. I'm just doing it so that it's ready.
Dude, but the thing is, once we're sitting, you don't...
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That can be fixed in post.
I don't know if you want to start the other ones.
Maybe I should pick
I'm
the
up.
Gravity soundtrack.
I'm up!
Right?
Gravity.
Or
Defying gravity.
the Wicked soundtrack.
Yeah, that's I figured you meant. The gayer version of gravity.
You're gay. I read your review, by the way, and I agree completely. The music is way worse than the second one. That's
Yeah.
The first one's better for
I
me.
didn't find any of the songs like memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Cool.
okay.
It's the most confusing intro.
Yeah, I know.
I go for it.